Maverick Indicators here. Let me get on a 1 minute chart here. Beautiful. Look at this beautiful break here. The Maverick AI Pro completely showing me the way with almost a heat map. Now we are pre-market. This is about 10 minutes before pre-market, but look at this. Bright green candles flying up. Then you started coming down, hot pink candles. Now you're flying back up, and now we got those gray reversal candles happening right here. Absolutely beautiful. Let me see my settings here. Okay. So we're good on the settings. I got my 1 minute settings on. So for those of you that own it, we have our 1 minute settings on. I'm on the 1 minute chart. We got gray reversal candles here. I'll turn on the radar in a minute. Maybe I'll get back on here and show you guys the Maverick radar, which is the absolute game-changing indicator. I just happen to not have it on my screen right now. And just the Maverick AI Pro alone, the Maverick Trender and the Maverick Multi-X is just doing a great job just guiding me through this trade. Hot pink. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. If you see bright green, it might just fly off your screen. Price above the blue line, we like to go long. Price below the blue line, we like to go short. Price above the blue line, we like to go long. Price below the blue line, price below, above. So we could just, this is middle of the night action, but, and again, we are on the 1 minute chart here. So pretty cool. Let me, oh, now we got red candles. So now, this is so cool. So now, I'm on a funded account, by the way. So now, red candles. So you had bright green, your strongest upside candle, to gray reversal, to now red candles. And man, if I can get some red and some pink right here, that would be absolutely beautiful. I mean, that would be really, really beautiful. Let me turn on my radar here. And all right, cool. Cool. So what's missing from an A+ setup here? Let's talk about this. Let me get rid of this. Sorry, guys. Is the only thing that's missing from an A+ setup is, number one, we want hot pink candles. These are red. Red is your second strongest downside candle. Right now, we have red. We want pink. So you have a B setup. Maverick Multi-X. We need these traders are still really bullish, especially on the lower time frames. Okay, so we must be in an overall, yeah, I mean, we're still just coming up. This is like, it's seeing it, these traders are seeing this as like a retracement. Bright green candle, strongest upside candle. Hot pink, strongest downside candle. Bright green, strongest upside candle. But we don't have a grade here. Okay, and you're coming in. This is gonna be choppy because this is the beginning of, this is like 6 minutes before the market opens. So I'm actually going to, and I took a trade without having a grade. Ooh, there's a saying right there. Took a trade without having a grade. So this is risky. Probably, I mean, you're stuck in this zone. If we can just get a nice push down, even down to here would be amazing to start the day. Or shoot, I'd even take down to here. That'd probably make me on one contract at least $400, $500. I'm not copy trading right this second. I'm only trading on one funded account because we're minutes before the market opens. Minutes before the market opens. Maverick Trender is the only thing not firing to give you at least a B setup. Maverick Trender is not firing. Okay, because you don't really have a trend. This is right before market opens. This is 5 minutes before market opens. Now, this is the 5 minute turn. Beautiful, 325. Let's go. Can we make it down to here? I don't know, because again, the market's about to open. This thing could go berserk on me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably, let me just see what it does here. Let me see. Can we push down? First minute of a 5 minute turn, you got to be on your toes. First and last minute of a 5 minute turn, you got to be on your toes. So I don't know how much I should be asking of this thing. But man, the Maverick AI Pro just guided me into this trade beautifully. But again, I don't have a grade, so this is just like high risk. So I'm just gonna close out for 200 bucks because the market's about to open. I never trade during this time. But how did I get that 200 bucks? Well, pretty simple. And we didn't use our radar. We'll use our radar once the market opens. But we had a red background. Okay, we had red into hot, well, we really had gray into red into hot pink candles. We broke and closed below the blue line. And that was really our guiding light. Okay, so if you're a scalper and you really like quick moves, I mean, could you have gotten into any of these pink candles and made some money? Could you have gotten into any of these bright green candles and made some money? If you're a scalper, you know. Let's see where this thing's gonna go. But again, it's minutes before market open. Let's come back and use the Maverick radar to take another trade. We're gonna wait for an A+ setup to take another trade. All right, guys, I'm gonna come back and let's take another trade once market opens using the radar. All right, let's see here. Market's opened. Man, it has been a choppy open. We're gonna go to. So a lot of folks always ask, how do I stay out of the chop? How do I stay out of the chop? Market opened, how do I stay out of the chop? Well, don't take a trade on any gray candles. Market just opened. Gray candles means indecision or reversal. We don't like to trade on gray candles. All 5 traders are really getting red. They're getting red. They're getting very bearish. Maverick Trender, I most likely would take a B grade setup here because I don't know if the Maverick, oh, there's hot pink candles. So let's see here, turn. I'm gonna get in here on this B setup, I think, let it retrace a little bit and make sure that I am, there we go. Order filled. All right, so we're in 2 contracts of ES. I'm gonna get heat right off the bat. Now I'm accepting of that because I'm in a B setup. Okay, so I'm in a B setup. Okay, B setup. Hopefully it turns to an A setup. I need these. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. All right, and hopefully we can just push right past here. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. All right, so I'm taking it a little early on a B setup. I really should wait for an A+ setup, but I'm taking a B setup. And we're up about 200 bucks. I could close it out, then we'd be up, 400 bucks on one account for the day. You guys already saw I took a kind of an early odd trade for me. I never trade right before market opens, but I saw a setup and I took it and we closed it out for 300 bucks. We were up a lot more than that, but if you see pink, it will most likely sink. All right, I'll keep saying that. And there we go, 425, 475. Now, do I want to close it out, make my 400 bucks? Or do I say, hey, but look at this. Look how it bounce. Like, is it just going to bounce back on me? I don't know. So if I can get a big push to the downside, sorry guys, I'm like squinching. I want to see how it reacts on this line here because it just keeps getting rejected. So if it does reject a little bit right there, I'll close it out. And then if it doesn't, then, but you are getting into the last minute of the 5-minute turn. You guys know I sit on my hands usually the first minute and the last minute of a 5-minute turn. First minute and last minute of a 5-minute turn. We're on the 1 minute, but the first minute and last minute of a 5-minute turn, there are just so many stop losses grabbed. It's insane. Insane. I don't want to blow my funded account by looking for too much here. So let's see how it reacts. We got about 10 seconds left before the turn of the 5-minute candle. Go watch NQ, go watch ES. I mean, really anything. All right, so If we touch this line, I'm just gonna, am I getting greedy by touching this line? 850, 900, come on, push, 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 push. Oh, I got an A+ setup. Oh no, but we're hitting a resistance level, a support level. So I'm just gonna close it out. I'm not gonna, we started to get an A+ setup, but look at this. I mean, we have not been able to break this level for a long time. Now, we probably will, do I get back in this thing? Because we are gonna get an A+ setup. You have an A+ setup to the downside. If we get past the first 1 minute, I might miss the move, but if we get past the first 1 minute, but you gotta know your support and resistance levels. I'm just gonna go to one contract because we've already made about $1,000 today. I'm gonna do, should I do a tester here? You got an A+ setup, I'm getting in.
Order filled.
I'm getting in, let's see if we can get a nice push down. Oh, I'm starting to get a sell signal. Oops, sorry guys. Sell signal, but we could bounce right here. See this, see all the price action, how it keeps bouncing right there? So even if that Ferrari is going 1,000 miles an hour one way, if it hits a brick wall, it hits a brick wall. Come on, push, push, push. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just going to close it out. I don't need, I mean, we've already done about $1,000 today. Now that was another, you know, 250, almost 300 bucks or whatever. Just, no, it was about 200 bucks, wasn't it? Closed out about 200 bucks. Or 187 or whatever. I don't want to be greedy. That's crazy to be greedy, but I do have an ace setup here. So I could get into some micros and just let this sucker ride. That is an opportunity, but look how clear this setup is, guys. Red background, the bears are in control. Prices below the blue line. When prices below, watch, it's just gonna start flying down. This is the worst part about not over trading, right? Bears are in control, red background, prices below the blue line. We like to go short when prices below this blue line. We like to go, oh, I just moved my whole line. Hang on one second. We like to go long when price is above it, short when price is below the blue line, long when price is above it. And the Maverick AI Pro is coloring my candles not to price and direction, but to like a heat map of the data underneath the hood. Meaning, if right now you're just using red and green candles, when I use the Maverick AI Pro and know that hot pink is your strongest downside candle, bright green is your strongest upside candle, I know, because look, I got into both of those trades and look, it keeps dropping, right? Because we have hot pink candles. So even when it retraced, I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose all my money because I had hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. The data is to the downside, right? And look at this thing, it just keeps dropping. Look at this beautiful sell signal, by the way, with the Maverick signals. Maverick trender pegged all the way to the top. When this line is pegged all the way to the top, and you get a downtrend label, you're rocking, right? I mean, this is massive strength and momentum. And just look at the entire time that this Maverick trender has been pegged was from here. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry. It was from here to current. That's a huge move this thing called out, pegged to the top. And it either is at the top or it's at the bottom. There's no like in between. And then all 5 traders have been voting bearish across 6 time frames. All 5 traders have a completely different style. They're voting every single tick across 6 time frames. Okay, so really, really cool. Now will support become resistance? Let's see. But if you just want to use the Maverick Radar, so the Maverick Radar, this is the ultimate trading assistant. Okay, and what it's doing is it's serving up A setups, B setups, and no setup. So the first trade we took this morning had no setup, but I just wanted to take a quick scalp. It was right before the market opens. Look, you're back to your A+ setup. Okay, so but you're within that first and last minute of a 5-minute candle. But what it's doing is it's going through the entire checklist of all the things that we look for. Maverick AI Pro, do you have a hot pink candle, your strongest downside candle? Maverick Multi-X, are all 5 traders voting bearish across multiple time frames? Maverick Guide is priced below the blue line. Remember, we like to go short when we're below the blue line, long when we're above it. short when we're below the blue line, long when price is above it, okay? And then Maverick Trender, is that firing? Yes, it is. Is the bear bull indicator working? Meaning, do you have a red background? Yes, you do. Now, of course, you're going to get some retracement back to the Maverick guide here. So before you could even think about getting another A+ setup. So anyway, if you want clear vision, and sorry, I'm talking a million miles an hour here as we just took another trade here, but man, we're over $1,000 for the day and we just had clear vision of our charts, okay? And look at this. You were retracing, but you still had downside data candles. Red is your second strongest downside data candle. So when the rest of the world had green candle, you had what? Red candle. And you knew to stay in because you're under the Maverick guide. And look at this. Continues to push down. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. The Maverick AI Pro is coloring your candles like a heat map. So you know what to do. And if you're having a hard time getting it, when to get in a trade and when to get out, man, why not use the Maverick radar? Look, you just lost your A+ setup. Okay, but what did I warn you about? The first minute, last minute, just about on the turn of the 5-minute candle. We're on a 1-minute candle, but you get my point. Look at it respecting the Maverick guide like that. It's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. You're back to a B setup, and it just got completely rejected and tried to go past that blue line, but it didn't make it. It didn't make it. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want edge in the market, and we show you how to use all these. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little fast this morning. Maybe I drank too much coffee. If you want to know when you have an A setup, a B setup, or look, no setup, so you just sit on your hands and you don't get into a trade, come check us out. All right, not financial advice, do your own research, but we would love to help you crush it in 2026. Come read what our traders are saying, whether they're passing an eval, getting a payout, or just seeing the chart clearly for the first time. And by the way, anyone who owns the Maverick radar right now, as of today, will get it for free when we release it on NinjaTrader. We're going to be sending out a message to our community tonight, late tonight, on how to claim it for free for NinjaTrader. So if you already own the Maverick radar, now you're going to get it for free on NinjaTrader. Come check us out. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Would love to help you crush it. Have a great week of trading. Come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.